Oh my God. What did I just see in the Royal Rumble? I saw history, is what I saw. Breaking news. Um, Ronda Rousey has made an appearance at the Royal Rumble at the conclusion of the women's match, which was won by Asuka. Ronda Rousey pointed at the WrestleMania sign and said to Charlotte Flair, "I will see you there." This fuels. This puts lots of fuel on the rumored MMA Four Horsewomen versus the WWE's Four Horsewomen feud for WrestleMania. And another shocker was Roman Reigns did not win the Royal Rumble. Shinsuke Nakamura did. So it'll be Nakamura versus AJ Styles at WrestleMania in New Orleans. I am just shocked at seeing Ronda Rousey, and I'm getting reaction from a friend of mine right now that just says, "What?" But yeah, I'm just, it's been rumored for quite some time, and, at first it was denied, but that's how things start in the wrestling business, especially like with the Royal Rumbles. 2 years ago, AJ Styles, for example, had performed at the annual Wrestle Kingdom show on January 4th in Tokyo, and then not 2 weeks later, he was in the Royal Rumble match as a WWE performer. So where this goes is anyone's guess, but it sure is going to be one hell of a ride, I'll say that. Now, my reflections and reactions to the Royal Rumble itself, outside of that, the triple threat match with Braun Strowman, Kane, and Brock Lesnar was, I thought it was going to be bowling shoe ugly, to coin a term. But it was actually a fun, albeit chaotic, brawl that saw the use of tables, chairs, announce tables, all three announce tables, and in the end, Brock Lesnar retained the title by, being Brock Lesnar. The handicapped title match between AJ Styles and with AJ Styles AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. That was a fun little affair to watch, especially in the beginning when, neither Zayn or Owens wanted to tag in and face AJ Styles, but AJ Styles retained the title. The Raw Tag Team titles changed hands. The only title that did change hands tonight. So Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan are no longer the Raw Tag Team Champions, and I think something's going to be played out tomorrow night on Raw on the USA Network. So we'll find out tomorrow. The Usos were speculated to be losing the titles tonight. Instead, they didn't. They retained them in a 2 out of 3 falls match. And, well, again, the Royal Rumble. And the one thing about the Royal Rumble is there's always a surprise or two. But this year, there was, the appearance of Rey Mysterio, who hasn't been seen in almost, 4 years. And he was looking really good. And of course, everybody's favorite superhero, the Hurricane, was there, but he lasted all of about 30 seconds. As far as the women's match went, there was quite a few Hall of Famers and legends. Just to throw out a few that were in it: Lita, Molly Holly, Trish Stratus, Beth Phoenix, Michelle McCool. I mean, I could just go on and on. And there was even the NXT Women's Champion, Ember Moon, was in this. NXT had a pretty good presence tonight with Adam Cole and Andrade Cien Almas being in the Royal Rumble match. In fact, Almas lasted almost half an hour. But the longevity awards for tonight's men's and women's match go to Finn Balor and Sasha Banks, who both lasted over 54 minutes apiece in the men's and women's match. It's quite saying something, because even though it is scripted and even though it is staged and whatnot, you can get hurt there, and I've seen it happen. I've heard of it happening, but they lasted that long, and it's just amazing. I'm still kind of a little amped up. I might have to play some music here before too much longer. What? Anywho, just checking the messages here that I got. It's just been one of those weekends, NXT TakeOver last night, Royal Rumble tonight. We are now officially on the road to WrestleMania. WrestleMania is one of my favorite times of year because it's a 3-day weekend thing where they do the Hall of Fame, the NXT TakeOver, and then the WrestleMania. I actually had the opportunity to go to a WrestleMania, WrestleMania 19, when it was in Seattle in 2003. And I'm going to tell you that there's nothing like it. Nothing like it at all. Even though I was sitting way above the press box at Safeco Field. But just the memories of, I got to see Stone Cold Steve Austin's final match. And it was against Rock. Got to see Brock Lesnar's now infamous shooting star press fail. Where he landed directly on his head. Explains a lot. And, you just can't take away things like that. But anyways, guys, I'm going to give my approval ratings on each of the matches. I will give the Handicap WWE Championship match I'll give that a 3 out of. It's a scale of 1 to 5, and I give it a 3.5. It was pretty good. It could have been a little bit better, but it was good. The 2 out of 3 false tag match, I'll give that a 2.5. I'm really not a fan of the SmackDown tag team division at the moment. Maybe things will get freshened up here in the next few weeks, but it just didn't do it for me. The men's Royal Rumble match, I'm going to give that a 4 and 4.5, based on the surprises, and the fact that WWE listened to their fans for once and had somebody other than Roman Reigns or John Cena win it. Because people are getting tired of seeing those two. But Shinsuke Nakamura, the King of Strong Style, wins the men's match. The Universal Championship with Lesnar, Kane, and Strowman, I'm going to give that 3.5. That was a lot more fun than I thought it was going to be. The Raw Tag Team title with Sheamus and Cesaro winning over Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan, I'm going to give that, really. Seth Rollins worked his butt off tonight, but I'm going to give that a 2 3/4 because You know, it wasn't fair that they put them on then. They should have held off on the men's match. But, you know, to be fair, they did hold the women's match final as the final event of the show. That I'm going to give another. I'm going to give that one a 5-star, especially after what happened at the end with Ronda Rousey making an appearance. But like I said, we are now on the road to WrestleMania, and it's going to be a fun road. But anyways, guys, I'm going to let you go here. Probably just going to get some music on here, and maybe play some more Skyrim. I don't know, but this has been my Royal Rumble recap. I'm your boy Mike. I will catch you guys later this week. You guys have a great evening. I'll talk to you soon.